welcome to K Entertainment, where we bring to you the latest in cricket news. Coming right up, we have the Champions Trophy squad predictions. We know the Indian squad for the Sri Lanka series announced, and we think this gives us an idea over how the Indian team might look early next year. So right off the bat, most of the 11 I feel like is almost figured out. They kind of write themselves in. We had a great balance going to the last ODI World Cup. We performed great despite the final. And as a result, I don't think there will be many changes. One change I do expect is Akshar Patel making it because he's had an insane rise over the last few years, consistently changing matches. But besides that, most of it I think is set. Moving down to batsmen, I think all Indian fans were happy when Shreyas Iyer started performing consistently, especially with the Monster World Cup. We're happy to see him back after the contract issues, and I think he's guaranteed to be there. Besides that, we've got a few youngsters around like Riyan Parag, Tilak Verma, Yashasvi Jaiswal. I do think we'll be seeing a lot more of them in the few years coming ahead. But for the time being, I don't quite see them breaking into the team. It's a very solid unit with not much gaps right now. And yeah, handing the ball, good for the future. Alongside them, you have Ruturaj Gaikwad, Rinku Singh, Surya Kumar Yadav, all with immense potential, but not quite the amount of games you'd expect them to have. With someone like Surya Kumar Yadav, I don't see him playing many ODIs now. The others who could get the chances here and there might be in the squad, but be tough in the 11. The real debate comes to the wicket keepers. I think right off the bat, KL Rahul, I'd see him starting every match. He has been very reliable, statistically exceptional, and should be there. The big debate will be between Rishabh Pant and Sanju Samson. We start off with Rishabh Pant. His comeback has been miraculous and quick. He has a great strike rate, but the average might not be quite as up to the mark. Nevertheless, he's won as many matches in the Test series, big games. Besides him, you've got Sanju Samson, who has, in quite many limited opportunities, really shown what he can do on the ODI stage. I'd like to see him play more, but given the fact that Pant was selected for Sri Lanka series, I think it gives away his edge. Lastly, you've got Ishan Kishan. I think he's versatile. Might lack consistency at times, but he's been great for India at number 4, 5, as well as opening the batting. So I feel like he's a bit hard done not to be in the setup, but I'd like to see him in the picture. Moving forward to the all-rounders, I think Shivam Dubey is a good shout, especially given Hardik Pandya's fitness concerns sometimes. It's good to have a backup in squad to maybe maintain workload. He can fill in many positions. I wouldn't expect him starting, but it's nice to see him in the Sri Lanka series. You've got Washington Sundar too, still very young, full of potential as he's been for last many years. And with the off spin, he adds a different dynamic to the bowling, which I think helps the squad be more well balanced. Plus, his technically sound batting just adds with the depth, which gives us a bit more insurance while batting. Lastly, I mean, you can't go anywhere in the Indian squad debates without talk about Jadeja. He's been exceptional the last decade and more. Recent limited overs form might be a concern, but main issue would be him and Akshar having similar roles. But so it'll be interesting to see how that goes as far as squad composition is concerned. As far as spinners go, I don't really see either of the two frontline alternatives making it. Ravi Vishnu is young, he's got many years in him and has yet to really get many ODIs. So having him in with only 6 games to go, I don't see it happening. On the other hand, Chahal has played many games, but given his recent form and the fact that I think India prefers the second, third spinners to be batters too, I don't quite see him making it. So I don't think anyone's going to be joining Kuldeep Yadav on that front. First fast bowlers go, I think we could see two additions here. First of all, Mohammad Shami, obviously. I do feel like it's a bit wrong to have him mention him here, not in the first guarantees. But it's just his fitness concern. He hasn't played any form of cricket for the last many months. He's not exactly the youngest, so that's all I'd be concerned about. And just squad balance with alongside that for the 11. Arshdeep Singh, I think he'd also make the squad just because he adds a left arm ability. He's been very good, young, and he's bowled important overs and limited overs already. So yeah, I think he'd be there. It just makes sense when you've got such a balanced 11 to round out any other alternatives in the squad. Besides that, you've got the likes of Khalil, Harshit, Mukesh. I think they'll be playing more and more in fringe squads, but they haven't on the level to compete with the top players who are already there. On the other hand, someone like Shardul Thakur, he's played quite a lot, and he's one of the few pacers who's handy with the bat. He can pull off clutch moments, but I don't see him currently being in focus. Avish Khan, similar to Mukesh Kumar, Khalil Ahmed, and someone like Mayank Yadav, I think he's one for the future, but might not be right there yet. Also fitness issues, but career worth following, especially if there's few IPL games are to go by. So our final squad, based on our predictions, unfortunately, I think Jadeja might miss out just because even the way the selector spoke about the squad, I don't see the point in having Akshar and Jadeja in the same squad. They both fill in similar profiles. As far as the 11 goes, I think Shreyas Iyer for Rahul 5, the top 6, 7 even. Between Shami and Sundar, I mean, Shami, I'd say, is very tough to leave him out, especially how based on how he bowls in tournaments. But when you've got Hardik bowling the way he has been, Bumrah and Siraj, I think 4 pacers could be overkill on some pitches, especially if we're playing in like Dubai or similar grounds. So watching Sundar, especially on against teams who has left-hander strengths, could be useful and adds batting depth. At the moment, I'd assume him, Dubey, Pant, and Arshdeep might be on the bench. Dubey is a more of contentious spot, but I think his all-round abilities really back him over there. So yeah, those are our thoughts on the 11 and the 15 we think might be going to the Champions Trophy next year. As you know, we're a news channel. We're open to all feedback and suggestions, and I hope you enjoy this format. We'll have many more exciting things coming up, and don't forget like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see more of you soon.